If you've seen the title of this video, you already know this is going to be my Summer Cup team, testing it out in Great League because Summer Cup has not launched yet. But Nidoqueen on the lead, something I won't be seeing in Summer Cup. Still not too bad for Trevin to handle. But I do have Walrein as the safe swap and Shadow Electivire as the closer. So I throw Seed Bomb, get a shield, throw another one. This will either take a huge chunk out of the Nidoqueen or get the last shield. Gets the last shield. And at this point I figure Walrein can come in and finish off the Nidoqueen. And I believe I even farm it down, but I might not. No, I did not. I guess I was assuming that the Icicle Spear damage would be better off just getting to the next Pokemon. And they bring in an Azu. So I charge up to Earthquake. And bring in Electivire. One Wild Charge should take this out. Shadow. They bring in Stunfisk, which is fine because I have Ice Punch as well. And it does about half damage. So by the next by the next Ice Punch, I should be able to take out this Stunfisk and then take out the Azumarill with the Wild Charge. And I even get a little extra energy. Throw the Wild Charge. And I think that's a visual glitch or they surrendered, but either way, that's a W. Not all these battles will be wins. I wanted to showcase some wins and losses just so you know how the team plays against the Great League meta, and in theory it should do even better against the Summer Cup. But a Medicham comes into my Walrein, and I figured I'd just go for Icicle Spears instead of throwing the Earthquake in case they do shield. It's better to get that damage, plus it's 2 Icicle Spears to the Earthquake, so either gets 2 shields or chunks about the same amount of damage as an Earthquake. So risk versus reward, I think the reward is better going for Icicle Spears there. And I believe Trevenant comes in. We want to wait out the switch clock a little bit. And I farm down. And I blind throw the Shadow Ball just so I wouldn't get sniped. This will chunk the Altaria. And I still have 2 shields. So let's see what's in the back. Galarian Stunfisk in the back is not very good for this team, just because obviously if I'm closing with Electivire, that Earthquake, even the Rock Slides do a lot of damage to Shadow Electivire. So I pretty much have to shield anything, even the Rock Slide. But Ice Punch will still chunk away, and Galarian Stunfisk is another thing we won't be seeing in the Summer Cup meta. So this should take me out. And I have a healthy Trevenant, but I still don't think this is enough to flip the game. No, they still have a shield and an Altaria. Now I think I made a mistake here. Had I farmed down, I might have been able to get to 2 Seed Bombs, but either way, I'm pretty sure I would have lost. Because I can't farm down the Stunfisk with Shadow Claw. But good game to my opponent, very well played. Into the next match. Stunfisk on the lead, not as bad to deal with. Throw the Seed Bomb right away. And it goes unshielded. So I decide to mimic them and save the shield. Take the Rock Slide. In comes a Wigglytuff, and I think my best answer to that is my safe swap Walrein. Just throw Icicle Spears as I charge to them. And my goal here is to either win shield advantage or win switch advantage. So I already have shield advantage. See if they shield this. They do, which is amazing for me because now I'm up 2 shields to none. And I can shield whatever they throw at me. Charmer's I almost always shield the move from Charmers just because it takes so much effort to charge up to it. It's usually advantageous to not take the extra damage on top of the charms. And in comes Stunfisk, so I bring in Trevenant and Seed Bomb. They bring in Skarmory, which Electivire is very capable of handling. I charge up extra energy. Throw this Wild Charge, which should one-shot. It does. And then I have an Ice Punch ready for Stunfisk. And that's enough to take it out. Yeah, I think that visual glitch is just the new bug from Niantic. So, Quillfish on the lead. This is a Summer Cup contender. Acid Spray does neutral damage, but it doesn't do much, so I'm not going to shield those. Probably has Aqua Tail as the other move. Kind of surprised to see it running Acid Spray. But I don't want to take another debuff, so I throw the Seed Bomb here. Gets a shield. And I think I let this go. Thinking I can just swap out of it with whatever comes in next and handle that pretty well. Yeah, so I'm looking to swap into the Walrein. And I do, which handles Trevenant nicely. They do catch an Icicle Spear. It's not a big deal. I probably would have charged you an Earthquake and baited anyway to try and get that last shield. But now they'll just keep eating Icicle Spears because I don't really want to take an Earthquake and get one shot. But I should live a Rock Slide. And that's what this is. So I think I can get to one more Icicle Spear. I do. And they pretty much have to shield this if they want their Stunfisk to survive. So they let it go. And in comes that Trevenant. Just barely missed the Icicle Spear, but we should be fine. And I tried to bring in the Trevenant in case they were ready to throw energy, but I also wanted to have less health on the Trevenant for Electivire in case, you know. To win that match, I would have had to correctly call both Shadow Balls and shield them. So after the first Seed Bomb came through and I shielded it, I pretty much just let that one go. But into this match, Trevenant does decent against this Shadow Gyarados. It's probably a pretty neutral matchup. Shield the Crunch. Try to get a shield with the Seed Bomb. That works, and then I bring in the Walrein since they're down shields. Try and get ahead on energy for whatever's in the back. And luckily it's a Lucario and I'm up a shield. So I shield the close combat, go for the Earthquake, and this should one-shot. Especially after the close combat debuff. Just as a reminder, I do have a channel Patreon. Gonna try and rework it so the benefits are even better than what they currently are. So check that out in the description if you haven't already. Consider becoming a supporter of the channel. And also join my Discord if you haven't yet. I plan on being pretty interactive. It's a free way to get more involved in the community. And I'll see you over there. Back to the game. This Shadow Swampert has charged up a good bit of energy. I have no shields left, so this isn't looking too good for me. It's just an Aqua Tail. But I do need to get to the Ice Punch, and I luckily do. So, just barely clutched that game out. Obstagoon might be one of the most difficult Pokemon that's actually Summer Cup eligible against this team, because it handles Trevenant well, it handles Walrein well, and Electivire is kind of neutral to it. But I tried to throw the Seed Bomb, and then in case they weren't going to throw Night Slash right away, it's a free chance to swap into Walrein, catch that Night Slash if they don't throw right as they CMP. But at this point, we're trading shields, and I'm going to look to catch a Night Slash on Walrein, just because that's my safe swap, and Trevenant can't really handle it very well. So I do that, and let's see how much it chunks. A good bit, about a third of my health, half almost. But I can just throw icicle spears and take the last shield. I believe he has a shield. Yeah. And then the seed bomb from Trevenant will now come through and take it out. And hopefully Electivire is poised to handle whatever's in the back after Trevenant goes down. So Kofagrigus comes in. I get to the Shadow Ball, and I believe this is a CMP tie because Kofagrigus also knows Shadow Claw. But I won it, and they have a Nidoqueen in the back. Still rough because I need to get to two Ice Punches, before they get to an Earth Power, and I don't think that's going to happen. Unfortunately, with Thunder Shock, it doesn't do much of anything to Nidoqueen. But that's a good game to my opponent. Very well. And this is an interesting match. They have a Stunfisk lead. They swap into the Skarmory. And they must not like my team very much because they surrender. Nidoqueen on the lead. Shadow Nidoqueen. Pretty standard. I'll just Seed Bomb it when I get to it. And then if they debuff me with Poison Fang, I may swap into Walrein. Both are pretty neutral against Nidoqueen and clear the debuff. And they bring in Trevenant. So I charge up almost to an Earthquake and then throw the Icicle Spear. I think I'll just let the Seed Bomb go through if they try to throw it. Yeah, I'll just let this go down. But I barely live, and I managed to take out the Trevenant. In comes Medicham. So I think I try to get up to a Shadow Ball, and I'll use a shield to preserve the Trevenant long enough to take out this Medicham. It's just a power-up punch, but it's still enough to threaten Trevenant. I think I sealed this as well, last minute. And then, since I'm at this Seed Bomb and the Shadow Ball, I bring in Electivire, go for the Ice Punch. And then my win condition here is to either throw a Wild Charge on the Medicham, or throw a Shadow Ball with Trevenant against the Medicham when it comes back in. Get the Wild Charge. This should be enough to take it out. And that's a good game. Just a couple battles left here. Granbull, Shadow on the lead. This will not be available in Summer Cup. Neither will Medicham, but this is just to show you how I play the team in normal Great League, and it should dominate a little bit harder against the more limited Summer Cup mode. But I checked PV Poke. This team performs pretty well, even in Open Great League. Pretty highly rated Pokemon, and I'm just going to farm down the Granbull and throw the Earthquake against Drapion. See if they call a bait. Well, it's not a bait. See if they don't call, thinking it's a bait. And the Drapion goes down. But Venusaur is kind of rough, especially since I only have one shield. Frenzy Plant against Shadow Electivire. Even though it's resisted, it does so much damage. But I just need to get to an Ice Punch. And I'm one away. Just watch how much damage this does. It hurts. But this is the last battle, I believe. Trevenant into Poliwrath. Talonflame comes in. So I bring in Walrein, thinking takes neutral damage from the Flame Charge in case they bait. I call the bait, don't shield, and it's a Brave Bird, so that's kind of rough. But I can farm down with Electivire and get some energy advantage. And we both still have 2 shields, so that's kind of concerning considering I lost my Walrein. Go for an Ice Punch against the Nidoqueen. And go for another. They should shield this. If not, I actually have a chance of winning. Yep, they shield it. And yeah, that Thundershock damage is just horrendous. Probably should have shielded this, even if it was a Poison Fang. They go for Stone Edge, and in comes a Poliwrath. This is a case of you gotta shield something. It's kind of late in the game. I'm low on both my Pokemon, and I haven't used any of my shields. So in hindsight, probably would have been a good idea to shield something. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.